Hey, this is Paul from Blackguard, and you're watching MetalTillDeath.com.
As we're standing here at Jaxx with Paul from Blackguard. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. So, tell us what's going on with Blackguard, man.
Well, right now, we were supposed to be in the middle of a tour right now with Camelot and Leaves Eyes, but Camelot had to ditch out. Well, no, I'm not going to say ditch out. They had a lot of unfortunate circumstances that caused them to have to leave the tour. Their singer, Roy Khan, he's sick, and he's so he basically couldn't come out. Last night we played the Prague Power Fest in Atlanta, and it was an amazing time, and they had a replacement come in for Roy for that one show, and it was an awesome gig. I mean, everyone had fun. We got to share the stage with a lot of great bands like Camelot for the night, Nocturnal Rites played, Tear played, and a ton of awesome bands are playing tonight too. So, so now we're here. We're at Jaxx. We're at Springfield. We're continuing on with Just Us and Leaves Eyes. Hopefully we're going to be able to do a couple of dates with them, but they're kind of getting confirmed as we go along because the whole cancellation sort of well, obviously it put a wrench in a lot of works here. So we're taking it day by day, and we're going to find out where we're playing the next day, pretty much as the hours go by. So
all right, very cool. Well, when something like this happens, man, like Camelot being the band that they are, do you feel like you guys have to step up your game a little bit more when something like this happens?
Well, definitely, but we try to give the best show we can no matter what, but certainly when with Camelot not being there anymore, we're just thankful for anybody that's going to come out to the shows, and support us and support Leaves Eyes, and we're going to give the best show we can, and just show people that we appreciate them still coming out and still supporting the bands on tour.
Okay. All right, so what album are you guys out on supporting right now?
We're supporting a record called Perfugus Mortis that came out on Sumerian Records here in the States, and in Europe it came out on Nuclear Blast. So we've been touring that record for about a year and a half now. I think this was supposed to be our 5th or 6th full North American tour in the last year and a half since the record came out. So we've been touring this for a long time, and when we're at home, we're writing a lot of new material. Even when we're on the road, we're writing a lot. So we're hoping to have a new CD out maybe by April. Okay. So that's the goal right now. That's what we're hoping to do. Okay.
All right. Well, for those of you that have been watching this that don't know you, can you kind of describe what Blackguard, the sound of Blackguard is, and what you guys are about?
Blackguard has a very symphonic feel to it. I'd like to kind of say we're a bastardized, the bastard child of power metal, death metal, and black metal, and symphonic metal, kind of all sort of smushed into one in a way. We do have a strong folk element in the music, so we tend to appeal to a lot of fans of Ensiferum and Children of Bodom, and a lot of power metal fans, even Dragon Force and Antarctica. But I mean, I don't sing, I just scream, so that's the more aggressive side of the band, definitely.
Right. Okay. Well, you guys are from Canada, correct? Yeah. Okay. One of the things that we're doing, that I'm working on right now, is a documentary about underground bands, like yourself, who have to travel in vans. Can you share maybe some circumstances that you guys have had, maybe some of the bad things about being in a band, even though you're signed and even though you're playing all these clubs? I know a lot of the times it gets hard being out on the road. What are some of the things you have to sacrifice when you're on the road, and what's some good things about being in a band?
Wow, man, when you're touring in a van pretty much for months at a time, you lose all your personal space and you lose all your privacy. I mean, some people can deal with that well, some people don't deal with it all that well, and when you see bands that just get signed and start going on tours and then members start dropping off, that's it's kind of a sign that some people aren't built for the road. People can do it for a short period amount of time, but then when you're in the van 6 months out of the year and you're living out of Walmart parking lots, that's your hotel room. So
have you guys had to deal with that a lot?
All the time. Changing
members?
Not so much member changes. We've had a steady lineup for the last 6 years, so that really hasn't been the issue. I mean, everyone in the band now has been strong. We've endured the van, and we're going to continue to endure the van for the next several months and tours. You know what? But we're kind of numb to it now. We're used to it. We've paid our dues in the van, and we don't necessarily need to have the hotel room every night. We don't need the bus. We can live in the van. But even then, after do this for another couple of years, who knows what's going to happen? I might get sick of it. Some other people might get sick of it, and you can never tell until you're there.
Okay. Well, this is going to be our first show seeing you guys. So what can we expect tonight from the stage performance?
High energy. A lot of energy. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, what about one of the things I like to ask different bands is a lot of bands will do like, maybe do a stage performance, whether it's costume or lights or whatever. Do you guys feel that that's something important and that needs to be done in metal, or do you feel you can just go out and be in like jeans and t-shirts and still go out and rock and just have much as fun? What I'm saying is, like, does the show aspect of music play any part in Blackguard, so to say?
You know what? We've very rarely ever had a light show, so like we don't have a light technician with us. I mean, and the odd times where we have, like, where we've had friends come in and help do lights with us, it's always added to the show, but a band can never rely on that. So that's why, I mean, and hopefully we're going to put on a really good show for you guys tonight. Is something that we work really hard at is giving a lot of energy on stage and basically giving it all we've got, and so we don't need to rely on having a light show, and we don't necessarily need to rely on having, costumes per se. I mean, we don't have costumes. We all kind of dress in black, and it's just sort of the aesthetic of the band. But, aside from that, we're just there to kick ass.
Cool, man. All right, well, what's the greatest thing about being in Blackguard for you, man?
Like being able to see so many different cities and meet so many different awesome people. Last night alone at Prog Power in Atlanta was just one of the coolest experiences, just being able to meet some of the guys from Nocturnal Rites, who I've been a fan of for a very long time. The bass player Marco from Nightwish was there with his band Tarot. Just having beers with them and just shooting the shit, and it's great being able to kind of talk to and have good conversations with people you've looked up to for a long period of time, and who have been kind of a part of your musical development over the years. Okay. So, and yeah, being able to see, going over to being able to go to California, hanging out at the beach there. We were able to spend a couple days in Florida before this tour started. So it's, it gives you the opportunity to see places you never normally, or you might not have the opportunity to see otherwise.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I'm kind of a conspiracy nut on different things, and I know you're from Canada, right?
What do we do?
Okay, here's the thing. You guys, now look, hold on. You guys have given us hockey, which is awesome.
And Bryan Adams.
And Shania Twain. She's hot, right? Music may suck, but she's hot, then, right? And Rush. I mean, come on, man. You can't go wrong with Rush, okay?
Man.
So you're giving us all this stuff, man. Are you guys planning to take over or what?
I think so. Well, maybe we're part of that plan, and maybe I'm endangering my own life by revealing this information to you. I don't think I can speak any more on the subject.
See, I knew I could get that out of you. All right, well, hey, any words for your fans out there, or somebody new watching this that you want to say?
You know what? I want to thank all the fans that have been supporting us since we've started touring full-time for the last year and a half, and the whole 10 years that we have been a band together. We're going to be on tour November, December with Epica and Scar Symmetry and Mutiny Within. Come out to those. They're going to be great fun. Be on the lookout for a new record in early 2011.
All right, what's the website?
MySpace.com/Blackguard, or you can search Blackguard on Facebook.
Okay, and you drink, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I mean, yes, I drink, but I try not to. I don't drink too heavily on.
All right, well, we're gonna go take a drink, right?
We're gonna have a drink.
We're gonna have a drink.
Definitely gonna have a drink.
Paul from Blackguard, thank you, brother.
No problem.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Peace.
Take care.